Welcome back to no longer abandoned weekly dose of Skyrim Mods, a series I'm reviving once again as we are gearing up for Starfield's release, in excitement for new endeavors for the modding community. As 2023 hasn't been lacking in creative mod releases, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the mods I chose this year, a personal selection I found worthy of a showcase and your valuable time. We'll start off with Cabbage E&B, a very bright and colorful work in progress preset that has been making rounds in the community for a while, as the top favorite pick if opting for a fantasy style look for your Skyrim. This preset is supported by Natural Atmospheric Tamriel or NAT weathers, a weather mod whose goal is to create a perfect balance of realism and fantasy. Just like most modern presets, Cabbage E&B goes in tandem with enhanced volumetric lighting and sun shadows, a core SKC plugin that syncs Skyrim's suns and moons with lighting itself. In my limited testing, it seems that NAT weathers do decent heavy lifting in driving the look of the game in certain direction, with enhanced richer climate and reworked weather diversity, while Cabbage E&B preset itself coats the game with vibrant and bright colors, favoring cooler tones. This results in an ultra fantasy look, as the preset utilizes all of the fancy effects provided by E&B series, from ambient occlusion, procedural sun, detailed shadows, and particle lighting, all the way to volumetric rays, sky lighting, and lightly supported with a subtle and non-intrusive depth of field. Modest lens effects are also included to simulate sun glare, and all of these effects combined provide a pleasing visuals that are not invasive for your gameplay, a praise unexpected for a work-in-progress preset. Additionally, the supporting lighting mod is unsurprisingly Luxe, as the most consistent and complete rework of lighting itself for all interiors. Interiors are brighter and darker at the same time, with light sources providing more light to the room, while unlit areas create the opposite effect. Cabbage E&B takes Luxe's effects and enhances them, while going a bit too harsh with saturation that favor warmer tones. My personal favorite are foggy and snowy weathers, creating a mystical feel with amazing morning god rays. Snowy weathers feel cold without going overboard with blue tints, which goes well in tandem with bright nature of the preset itself. Ultimately, just like any E&B preset itself, it comes down to a personal preference, and for someone who has been glued to cathedral weathers, it was a breath of fresh air to see the capabilities of NAT weathers, especially when supported by a decent fantasy preset like Cabbage. Next, Skoglendi, the most popular grass mod released in the third quarter of 2023 by the same author of Northern Roads and COTN series. Skoglendi's core idea is to create a compelling and memorable environments with lush per biome grass, while offering great performance as well. As showcased in the background, each province will have a different grass type to blend better with the biome's aesthetic, from Falkreath's dense and unending forests to Hjalmarch's unwelcoming marshlands. Skoglendi will make sure there's always lush grass to walk on without sacrificing any advantages of your current favorite grass mod. Whiterun tundras with Skoglendi remind me a bit of the good old days when we all used to use Grassfield mod that covers large areas with lush blanket of greenery for that extra fantasy aesthetic. Rift forests are similar to Folkvanger grass mod, a combination of lush green and yellow grass with scattered leaf litter and flowers. Pine forests are the mirror image of realistic grass mod by Mari, an iteration of Grassfield following the Whiterun tundra's lush aesthetic. The Reach also adopts a similar look, but with different colors to match the biome itself, and completely transforms these grassless areas into something almost unrecognizable. Its second appearance on this channel after Hidden Gems episode, and after months of progress, it's time for us to revisit Ulvenwald. This mod overhauls Skyrim's Flora, adding over 370 new unique tree models to the game, inspired by European woodland areas. The author of this incredible tree overhaul made this replacer to give Skyrim's Flora a lore-friendly yet believable and realistic forest feel by incorporating pine, spruce, birch, oak, and many more tree types, diversifying forests of Skyrim. When combined with dense Nordic forests, Ulvenwald's tree diversity becomes even more noticeable, and coupled with the fact that these are very performance-friendly for their visuals, become one of the top choices in the community, ranging from 2K to 4K texture quality. Add to the fact that the author forwards all of the proceeds made from downloads to the site's chosen conservation charity, a brief showcase and a shoutout was the least I could do. The Scandinavian aesthetic and design towers over the lush grounds of Falkreath, creates mystical feel to the rift with aspen trees and oak wood, and establishes Nordic elegancy to the cold areas of Skyrim. This of course means that similar to Skoglendi, each area will have biome-specific flora for trees and ground flora such as bushes and shrubs, for that extra diversity and variety, earning it a permanent place in my load order and leaving me excited for more improvements and updates in the future. Undoubtedly, one of the most creative mods in 2023 comes in the form of a Tomb Raider-inspired dialogue-heavy adventure for players to experience.
Ah, hello. I assume you read the diving work notice? Here, as I said, it's diving work. Do take a look. Feel free to ask questions.
I'll take the job.
Excellent. Ingun's assistant and the other recruits should be near the water by Merryfair Farm.
A mysterious voice was heard within the depths of Lake Honrich, stemming from an unusual plant. Siren Route embarks the player into an Aelid ruin, with a focus on verticality, platforming, diving sections, puzzle solving and shortcuts, with over 1,000 voice lines by a talented cast of voice actors. As the light pours out from behind the roots, hinting at the flooded tunnel below, the player and the higher team of divers embarks on a dangerous journey to salvage the alchemical ingredient. It appears a simple job at first, but the situation goes south very quickly, and the fate of you and your crew becomes uncertain. Your actions will have consequences and will fork into multiple completion routes, so choose your words carefully, as player choices may result in unfavorable chain of events, causing domino effects among the crew members. With the influences from Tomb Raider and Dragon Age, you will dive, climb, jump over obstacles and platform your way throughout the ruins, explore the dark depths for endless treasures, fight endless hordes of restless dead awakened from their slumber, control timed contraptions and shortcuts, jump over obstacles, and platform throughout the ruin. You will end up in the main chamber of the ruin, where you and the rest of your scattered team will attempt to devise an escape plan.
The only place that's connected to the ground are those stairs on the left. Maybe there?
Without spoiling too much of the mod's story, as its main selling point is dialogue delivery and the adventure, in a nutshell, this is a 3 to 4 hour long quest with multiple endings, and it is absolutely worth your time whether as a part of your current playthrough or experienced individually. While sometimes odd with pacing, the creativity for puzzles is unmatched and is now easily my top favorite puzzle implementation next to mods like Maelstrom or Clockwork. The mod also includes 14 OSTs to set the tone and atmosphere for different cutscenes, cells and secrets to support your endeavors throughout the ruins and your horrible decision making.
Is anyone there? A pack of undead right on my trail! What the hell do I do? I'm not sure what the solution is. Okay, I can figure this out.
While one of the main selling points of Elder Scrolls is unvoiced protagonist, for some it leaves a lot to be desired. Many say it's immersion breaking, others it's bland and ambiguous. But with the yearly rapid development of AI and a controversy with it came DBVO, allowing the player to voice over every single dialogue line in the game. With a voice spec Bella, users are now able to provide their female characters with scarily high quality voiceover, completely changing the dialogue and its delivery. Here are some samples so the viewer can be the judge.
What else can you tell me about wine besides drinking it?
When it comes to examining wine, I'm still just a novice, although I have picked up the basics.
I doubt you've learned much of anything drunk, but go on.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
You mentioned trading caravans?
Yeah.
Where'd you learn to play?
There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts.
Heard any rumors lately?
I assume you saw the Gildergreen?
Come to August to find the answers to all life's riddles.
No one comes to a tavern to find anything. They come to lose themselves.
Very true.
Mikhail. Punsy little milk drinker, that one.
You don't like Mikhail?
Yeah, man gives bards a bad name.
Ysgramor himself wouldn't have the patience to deal with all the rabble around here.
Why did you join the Companions?
My mother was a companion, and her mother.
So what's the problem? I'm sure he'll pay you.
Pay me? You think this is about money? Have you seen the man?
He's a stranger who needs assistance. Please, do the right thing.
What? And just who in Mara's name are you, anyway?
And lastly, we have my absolute favorite animation mod released in the recent past, Dynamic Sprint. This animation pack, powered by recent OAR framework, which I will cover in detail soon, provides the player's character with weapon-specific sprint animation that also change based on combat status. Not only are these implemented incredibly well, but they also look absolutely amazing, work well on both male and female characters, and thanks to Behavior Data Injector, also includes a pre-sprint dash each time a player engages into sprinting mode. It makes everything seem more fluid and natural, which is exactly what I search for when on the market for player character animations. Since its folder structure is made for Open Animation Replacer, the user can activate and deactivate each animation directly in the in-game UI and modify the condition based on personal preference. Because of its variety and user-friendly implementation, this animation mod has earned its permanent place on my mod list. Huge shout out and a personal thanks to Saphii, Avatar and Mysti for participating and winning this screenshot competition on my Discord, and whose presets have been featured throughout this video. If you are interested in having your own creations appear on this channel, join my Discord and participate in community events. Don't forget to subscribe for more modding content, and thank you for watching. Take care.